They say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 27, Fields. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now it's Fields. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The kick by Bass is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Here we go, set. Pat the street, pat the street.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And he's got room. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Hurts. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll go again here with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. On the counter, this is Akers. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They give up the middle to Akers. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on the play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big. That's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down.
Touchdown, Rams. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. The Bears at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Fields now to throw. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and it still combined for the completion and big gain.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. From the 35 on 2nd down, Fields. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And this will be caught by Mooney. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. To throw is Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Hurts to throw. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
On 1st down, Fields. Now swing pass for Dillon. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This one fielded at the 5. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Now that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now a give. Akers running left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Have a defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit.
Zone touchdown, Rams. Foster Moreau, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Fields. Open man is Myers. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It's Myers again with another catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Couple multiple first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Fields. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Fields throwing again. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is when you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Fields. Touchdown Bears! Clyde Edwards from 4 yards out. And the Bears are back within a couple of the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
That's caught, and he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and it was
give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, here's Fields. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This is caught by Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Hurts. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 38. Field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st down, Hurts. eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they said. Those guys on the other side.
And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Six yards left on 2nd down. Now it's Fields. He's got Mooney. And they're going to get this up to midfield. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Here's Fields. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. And he's got Dorsett complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback in his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there? Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you got to call that both ways.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the game with Akers. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take him with 8 ticks remaining. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the... So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Fields on target to Mooney, 1st down, Chicago. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game. You might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. That's caught by Myers. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Fields on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Second down and 3. Fields now to throw. Now swing pass for Dillon. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Dillon. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So it's the Bears who come away with the victory, and that's thanks largely to the play of their quarterback, Justin Fields, CD.
Yeah, he was in complete control of this offense. He had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And to be honest, he really made it look easy out there.
So for the Bears, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss.